What's up, FHS, and thanks for tuning into this week's episode of the Saber Roar. I'm Joe.
And I'm Ali. Today we'll be showcasing the talents of FHS students and updating you on the big new addition to our district, Forest Park Middle School. We'll also show you how Japanfest is helping victims of the earthquake and the Fukushima nuclear disaster.
You know, I've been really bored lately. Are you doing anything fun this weekend?
No way. You haven't heard about the fall play? Their first performance is this Thursday.
Fall play?
You're missing out. Here's what it's about.
I'm Grace Jeswicki, and I play Elizabeth Proctor.
I'm Jared Sleffoat, and I play John Proctor.
And we're married.
Unhappily.
Very unhappily.
Auditions for the fall play were held in early September, and the selected cast have been practicing since then, preparing for their first performance of the Crucible this Wednesday for senior citizens and more.
There's this girl, Abigail Williams, and she used to serve us. She was like our housemaid. And then I kind of cheated on my wife. Kind of. She fired her, and now she's looking for revenge, and that sets up the whole, like, crying out witchcraft. I'm actually pretty nervous for the court scene. It's this really big, really intense, really complicated scene that, like, there's a lot of really fast-moving plot points that, like, attention to detail is really crucial.
All cast and stage crew have been working hard to perfect this production. If crazy witchcraft full of accusation and betrayal interests you, make sure you don't miss this out.
The students have put a lot of effort into creating this important play. Make sure you purchase your ticket online at the link below or at the box office for a performance this Thursday through Saturday.
Hey, do you remember the soccer fields by Forest Park Middle School?
Yeah, I used to play all the time. Why?
Oh, well, it's not there anymore. It's now where the new Forest Park Middle School is at. The old middle school got torn down and is now the parking lot. Tanner has more on that.
Old Forest Park is no more. Now stands a new middle school that has 75 certified staff members, which includes teachers and counselors. Then with support staff, about 100 staff members. One new addition to the new middle school is that the 6th graders are moved up from the elementary school.
We believe it's the best place for them for their teaching and learning. There are a lot of the standards are really 6th through 8th grade band standards that address the learning needs of 6th grade students along with 7th and 8th grade.
The new building will be able to provide opportunities to 6th graders that they weren't able to have in their elementary school, such as technology and engineering, family consumer science, world language, to name a few. The district has been trying to transfer 6th graders to the middle school for a few years now, and the only solution was to make a new middle school entirely.
Being able to bring 6th grade over would not have been possible in our last building due to size and size constraints, but the new building is also state-of-the-art. It provides us opportunities to have science curriculum at a high level, and then all of those other spaces like the Fab Lab and family consumer science, our gymnasium.
With a bigger building comes bigger problems. Passing time between classes may not be long enough for students to get to class, so shortening classes by a minute or so may end up happening in the future. But besides that, new Forest Park will be very beneficial in the coming years.
We are starting a new segment called Saber Spotlight. We want to put the spotlight on the unique, exciting, and talented things students and staff do outside of school. Let's take a step outside of Franklin to see what one of our own Saber Roar students, Julian, has been up to.
Julian is a junior here at Franklin High School. He first started dancing when he was 4 after his mom signed him up for a hip-hop dance class in Oak Creek. 12 years later, after about 10 hours of prep classes, auditions, and boot camps, he got into the 414 crew, the official dance team of the Milwaukee Bucks. Since then, he's been putting in a lot of hard work.
Well, usually for about an hour to an hour and a half during every practice, we do a workout session. Call them Workout with Whitney, because one of our teammates is really good at workouts and she kills us every time. So that gets us really tired, and then we usually go through performances a little bit slower, and then we go as hard as we can for about an hour just to make sure that we got the performances ready.
All the team's hard work has been paying off recently, and they're really starting to shine.
414 crew has been so awesome. It's been such a rewarding experience. It's a brand new team this year. It's our newest entertainment team to hit by Surf Forum, and it's the first of its kind here, especially in Milwaukee. It's our first time doing a co-ed performance team, so a lot of different elements involved in it.
I'm sure you're wondering where you can catch one of the team's performances.
If you want to catch the 414 crew, all you have to do is come to a Bucks home game at Surf Forum. We'll be there tearing up the court.
Julian's moves were looking pretty smooth there. Make sure to check out the 414 crew if you get the chance.
This year, Franklin High School has put more of a focus on the cell phone policy. Elena has the story.
If you look at page 30 of your student planner, you'll see that it says that cell phones can only be used in the school cafeteria and in the hallways before and after school. You may have noticed that there are cell phone holders popping up all over the school. Over the summer, cell hotels were installed to manage cell phone use during class.
We thought that they would be a little bit easier to monitor student use, because when we just had them keep them in their pocket or their backpack, it seemed like students were still checking them frequently, and we wanted the focus of the class period to be on what they're actually working on, the activities that they're doing, and not have to worry about that outside influence.
The new policy was implemented to improve how engaged students were during class.
I feel like in my classroom, it's definitely had an impact on the amount of conversations that students are having with each other and the focus that they're having.
Teachers such as Mrs. Dressler and Mrs. Thone agree that the cell hotels, along with the new policy, have improved how engaged students are during their classes.
Make sure you follow the rules and keep your phone put away.
We are lucky to have a Japanese language program here at FHS, so it seems natural for the local Japanfest to be held here in our cafeteria.
Japanfest was hosted by the Milwaukee Japanese Association. There were many activities for people of all ages. There were arts and crafts to be made, food to be sampled, and performances later in the afternoon.
This is probably the biggest Japan festival in this area, I believe.
Japanfest is to raise money for the 20,000 victims of the 2011 Japanese earthquake and Fukushima nuclear disaster. This money supports the many children orphaned in these events. Each year, the attendance grows and more people join the festival.
So a win-win. Everybody enjoys and the money goes to good cause.
This year's Japanfest raised over $7,000 to help those in need. Look for it next year and join the fun. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter at the Saber Roar to stay up to date with all things Saber Roar.
Thanks for watching, Franklin. We'll see you next time.